And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally prepared to go to... And the Clippers starting five. Baca is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at the point. And for the Nuggets, Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Bull. And it's Jokic in at center. And it's Beverly missing. The Nuggets on offense. Porter passes to Jokic. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Jokic doing a nice job getting right to the spot and capitalizing, taking advantage of the high percentage shots.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Leonard, no luck. Jokic passes to Murray. Floats it up for Jokic. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Patterson with it. Now guarded by Barton. And stolen by Barton. Here's Jokic. And they call the foul. So he's got... And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now here's Leonard, following the miss by Jamal Murray.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first win.
And Jokic slams it in.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
And the Clippers have possession after the Nuggets pick up 2. Pass to Ibaka. And he gets it to go.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Murray kicks to Porter. And he gets the bucket.
Only one miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling.
Clippers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Passes it to Ibaka. Dishes to George. And it's sent back by Jokic.
You know, this is what we've seen Jokic do every night. I mean, he puts himself in position to make an impact on the game.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. The kick out to Barton. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Shot clock at 5. And Jokic throws it down.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
Here's George. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that.
Here's Man. Denver getting their last shot to go. Shoots from 8. Denver grabs the miss. Green with the ball. George picks him up. Rivers kicks to Millsap. And the pass to Morris. Here's Green. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Back to Green. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now here's Jackson, and we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Denver making a switch here. Dozier's checked in.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Morris inside. Jackson on him. Morris, no good. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Had the space there, but it's offline. Morris finds Green. Off target at the rim. Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Denver Nuggets. He notched 8. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Gordon out there with Green. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Rivers. And it's Millsap in at the center position. Here is Rondo. Following the basket by Paul Millsap. Ibaka, the pass to Rondo. They get it again. Zubac. Second shot opportunity. No good on that one.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Rondo.
Boy, how smooth is that by Rondo? Glides off the pick free and clear, and then sends it right in.
Back to Millsap. Rondo against Morris. Back to Millsap. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And here is Ibaka. That one wide left. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second.
And that's Gordon's game now. You can't give him room to hit the launch pad, because if he does, he's throwing it down every time.
Rondo with the ball. Down low. It's tipped. Millsap with the steal. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Aaron Gordon is no pushover. Far from it. I mean, with the ability to knock down shots despite contact, this young fella's impressive.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Millsap. Cole comes in for Green. Will Barton, he's checked in for Austin Rivers. And Murray's subbed in for Morris. Now here's Leonard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. He gets it in there.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Here's Gordon. He's got 5. To the paint. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. 7-point differential. George dishes to Leonard. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
The Nuggets leading by 5. Murray surveying the D. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Ibaka finds Beverly. Clippers moving the ball around. Pass to Leonard. And here is Ibaka. Back to Leonard. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
And here is Los Angeles now. Puts up a three. The Clippers keep it alive. It's tipped.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
We've got 1:08 left here in the second. They double him with George. Stolen by George. Shoots over Barton. Patterson passes to George. Left side, Leonard. The dish to Patterson. Shoots from 12. The shot. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Denver in the lead. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Leonard with the steal. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's George. It's good. This game is all even.
And this is one of George's main strengths, a phenomenal mid-range score.
Barton outside. Jokic against Ibaka. And it's Jokic with a sensational play. Jokic has got 10 points.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
Leonard with no one around. But they get it back.
All that practice on the positioning and timing of the catch and shoot paying huge dividends for Ibaka.
Leonard with the steal. And so it's tough.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. The first quarter was all about Nikola Jokic. He had 10 points and 1 block.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. They've got Kennard. Morris is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. And here is Los Angeles now. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Morris outside. Kennard for 3. That shot missing. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And Porter, here we go. Millsap at the elbow. Dozier kicks to Morris. McGee trying to break free. And now the Clippers on the break. High post try, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Kennard's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles. Out to the right wing. Here's Dozier. And he banks in the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 2. Takes So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling. And, yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
And so he makes both from the line. Clippers trail by 4. Rondo kicks to Kennard. Passes to Leonard. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Mann passes to Patterson. Kennard for 3. Morris with the rebound.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
For Los Angeles, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Leonard looking over the floor. Over Green. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Leonard.
And we've seen Leonard's ball handling improve over the years, especially in the pick and rolls where he has grown to be very effective.
Morris, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Porter passes to Millsap, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed in there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jokic has checked in for Millsap. Bol comes in for Green. Martin's checked in for Michael Porter. And Murray's subbed in for Morris. Nuggets have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Now, here is George. Following the miss by Bol. Pass to Ibaka. He dishes it to George. For the lead, he takes it up and lays it in. And it's 6 points for Paul George.
Yeah, excellent determination there from George. This wasn't going to be denied. Fighting off the physical contact and nailing the shot over good defense.
Now here's Murray. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And it's Murray with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Now here's Murray. The kick out to Barton. Uncovered. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Barton's got his first 2 points of the night.
It's obvious that Barton's jump shot has come a long way. Right now, he's pretty solid at catching and shooting.
Zubac, the pass to Kennard. And Bol pulls it down. Bol's got 5 rebounds tonight.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Here's Murray. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Denver lead.
No answer for Murray from the defense so far. Absolutely ferocious at taking it inside.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Nuggets lead by 4. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. but it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Cole is out there with Michael Porter, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
On the wing, Porter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Porter's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Denver.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Rondo passes to Mann. Outside Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And there's only ever going to be one result when Kawhi's driving to the bucket, and it's going to be loud, and it's going to be painful.
Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Beverly against Murray. The pass to Jokic. Green inside. Back to Jokic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, it took a little time for Jokic to understand how to draw contact and get himself to the foul line, but he's figured it out now.
Morris is checked in for Jamal Murray. And the Clippers with the change here, too. Ibaka's checked in.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's Leonard. Out to Ibaka. To the middle. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. No good on the 3. Denver leading by 6. To the inside. Porter. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Now here's Zubac. Takes it out to Leonard. Porter with the steal. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. Barton finds Morris. The kick out to Porter. It's Barton on the wing. This one for 3. The shot will not fall. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. Zubac the pass to Leonard. Jokic with the steal. Inside. Out to Morris. Shoots the 3. That's in. Coming off the assist from Jokic. Morris has got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Denver.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
Opponents are physical with Kawhi just about every game, but as forceful a player as he is, he just doesn't seem to mind one bit. And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Down low, Jokic with the steal. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Barton kicks to Morris. Pass to Green. Morris against Beverly. Morris, no good. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Nuggets.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jokic.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Here's George. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
First free throw is good, and that brings them to within 10. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And then for Los Angeles, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gordon inside. Defended by Batum. And it's Gordon missing. Batum passes to Zubac. There's Jackson with the 3. So we see Denver hit the win here, even early up. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. The beautiful skyline of Denver, Colorado is our backdrop tonight. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be DA.
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, DA. Thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Giles is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the 2 guard. And for Denver, they've got Michael Porter. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Bull. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Nurkic the pass to Simons. Lillard from outside. And it's Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets on offense.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
Lillard from outside buries the long-range jumper.
That's a nice shot from Damian Lillard. He feels like he can drain it just about anywhere and appreciates the fact that he's got that kind of range.
Here's Murray. Nurkic with the block. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Simons the pass to Lillard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. Porter, no luck. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Simons. Portland, no good that time either. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. It's a 3-point game to the right side. And Bull wide open. He shoots offline with his 3. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Lillard looking around. Hits it from 3-point range. Lillard's got 8 points.
Well, he's a score-first kind of guy, Lillard. You want to construct your defense to try and swarm him to contain him when he has the ball.
Three-pointer, Barton. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
Covington passes to Lillard. Takes a 3. That one doesn't go.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Bull kicks to Barton. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets to stop the run. Bull can't hit. Trailblazers leading by 6. Over in the corner, Lillard lets the 3 fly. The shot missing. Denver's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Murray the pass to Barton. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, tries to save it.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. Maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Green comes in for Jokic, and it's Aaron Gordon in for Jamal Murray. And then for the Trailblazers, Zach Collins comes in for Robert Covington, and it's Powell in for Lillard. McCollum passes to Cantor. Back to McCollum. There's the three. The shot, no good. And it's Denver the other way. Here's Dozier. And it's Green with the jam.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. And a wide open look for McCollum. Good on the triple.
Well, he knows how to get the shot off at any time on that pick and roll. Natural instincts taking over, and the experience helping McCollum as well.
Offensive rebound. Goes up again, and Gordon lays it in.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Powell finds McCollum. 11 feet out, and he hits it. McCollum's got 5 now.
You give CJ that kind of shot, and he's going to knock it down. He'll exploit the defense all night long.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
McCollum from deep three-point land. And he drains the three, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time? And so it's the Portland Trailblazers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. From beyond the arc, they've been
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Paul Millsap out there with Green. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second.
Tremendous roll to the hoop from Millsap off the pick and roll. That's exactly how you want to run it.
Pass to McCollum. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Green finds Millsap. Good on the shot.
Hey, look over the defense. You find an opportunity inside the lane. That's good work by Paul Millsap.
Here's Simons. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Anthony dishes to McCollum. 6 to shoot. There's the triple. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Nuggets trail by 4.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Harry Giles comes in for Zach Collins. Robert Covington's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Damian Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Murray the pass to Bull. against Murray. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got his first points of the game.
Well, people try to be aggressive with Jokic, but it doesn't bother him much on that kind of possession.
Here's Simons. Dishes it to Lillard. And yes, it's good.
And there's the problem. Lillard just too quick and too shifty to stop cold on any dribble drive.
And here is Murray. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Nuggets making a change here. Porter's checked in. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Simons. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Nurkic using those active hands and just kick-starting the offense in the fast break.
Porter kicks to Murray. Jokic passes to Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Offensive rebound. The pass to Barton. Tries again, and he sinks the layup. Barton's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, Barton takes some tough shots, used to making them. He did there.
Passes it to Nurkic. Here's Simons. Pass to Lillard. 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Porter in the corner. Barton outside. Back to Porter. The kick out to Barton. 40 seconds left in the first half of the game. Misses in close. Goes back up. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Jokic.
Well, a little bit of hustle, a little bit of energy. Jokic right now pounding the offensive glass and not quitting on these possessions.
Back to Lillard, and stolen by Barton. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Goes up, and it's Murray with the jam.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Murray against Lillard. One second left. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the end. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. Well, he's been an elite scorer for so long in the league. Shaq. And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, they've got Enes Kanter. Collins is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's McCollum in at the 1. 2 on the clock. Here's Green. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
McCollum against Murray. Here's Collins. The shot's good. Collins has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Portland. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Well, go figure is right.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
The three from McCollum. Out to Anthony. Murray against McCollum. To the inside, Cantor makes it off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
One of the game's very best offensive rebounders, Cantor also has the wherewithal to quickly convert for the score.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line. And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
Nurkic in the post. He's against Jokic. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Lillard's got 18 points in the game.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Morris against Lillard. Morris passes to Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. Denver passing it around. Morris with the ball. Lillard picks him up. The Nuggets with another miss. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum with the ball. The dish now to Lillard. Back to McCollum. Pass to Lillard. The three. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Here's Gordon. Buries it down low. 6 points for him.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
And there's the pass to Nurkic. 1:35 left in the third quarter. McCollum outside. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And it's Anthony with the jam.
No hurry, no worry, just mellow.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. Trailing here by 8. Millsap in the corner. Lob pass to Gordon. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Lillard outside. Oh, good with the triple.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. It's Covington on the wing. His first shot coming late. Denver grabs the miss. Pass to Dozier. And Anthony sends it back.
How about Melo rising up quick to that one there? Nice shot block.
And the basket by Lillard.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Morris outside. Jokic inside. Right side Millsap. Kicks it out to Gordon. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. Why even bring it inside when you got him on the perimeter? After that, And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Green is out there at Bowl. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. Porter looking it over. Powell pulls it in.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
Out to Anthony. McCollum outside. Just 4 to shoot. Second shot opportunity, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And of course, in 2015, Kanter signed that enormous max contract, 4 years and $70 million. I think a lot of that investment is in his improvement in his outside shooting.
He doesn't get the second one. The Nuggets trail by 10. Barton dishes to Porter. Inside. And it's Bull that time on the assist from Porter.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
McCollum outside. Pass to Anthony. Back to McCollum. From downtown. They grab their own miss. Kanter kicks to McCollum. Over Green. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got the lead up to 10 now for Portland.
Simply, there are nights where he becomes a scoring machine, outside, inside. It doesn't matter. You have to keep a body on McCollum at all times.
Barton outside. The pass to Green. Porter, bounce pass. The kick out to Barton. Here's Murray. And the basket is good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Portland leading by 8. McCollum outside. From deep. But they recover it. Out to Anthony. It's Powell on the wing. Another shot. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Jokic has checked in for Jermichael Green for the Trailblazers. Lillard against Murray. From the high post. Keeps it alive. Jokic on the follow.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
And a deep three from Lillard. From deep three-point range, the long-distance three is buried. Lillard's got 27.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Fires the three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Now, here's Bull. Tight defense on him. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Lillard against Murray. Lillard outside. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Yeah, you like when Jokic is this active on the defensive end. More blocks, please.
Outside Covington. Three-pointer Lillard. He can't get that one to fall. And the Nuggets going the other way. Murray against Lillard. And it's Murray that time on the assist by Barton. Murray's got it back down to within single digits for the Nuggets. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Jacks up a three. And he's good on the three ball. Lillard's got 30 points.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Just 5 on the clock. Hole with it. Lillard picks him up. For three, Murray. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Passes it to Nurkic. He dishes it to Lillard. It's Covington on the wing. From deep. Misses there.
There's some length from Murray as a guard there as he helps out.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And for Denver, we've got Will Barton. Cole is out there with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Murray in at the point. Now here's Murray. Porzingis with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Out to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Basket good.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Doncic feeling it out. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early. And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
And the Mavericks with possession. Richardson attacking. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Richardson.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
Murray outside to the middle. Jokic with the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Doncic, no good. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Barton, wide open, he fires, and it's off from 3-point range. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Finney-Smith. Marjanovic against Murray. From down low. Almost, but it rolls out. And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. It's Porter outside. It's rebounded by Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. Jokic defending. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
Murray surveying the D. Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
And here is Doncic. Richardson outside. Marjanovic passes to Doncic. Out to Porzingis. 5 to shoot. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got 5 now. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And now let's revisit that exceptional Mobile One block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now, here's Jokic. Now, here's Murray. It's good.
And he gets one to fall, and now 1 out of his first 4.
The Mavericks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Burke, the pass to Brunson. Back to Burke. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Murray with it. To the paint. And stolen by Burke. And they're moving it up. Powell kicks to Cauley Stein. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for it. And still a close game as the first quarter comes. And we caught it before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a...
Selfless. I mean, you need to cure.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, we've got Jalen Brunson. Cauley Stein is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Melly in at the small forward position. So it's Denver now. The Mavericks making the shot. And it's Gordon with the finish.
Well, easy to see why Aaron Gordon has been in multiple dunk contests. The arsenal, the creativity, limitless.
Now here's Brunson. Now the pass to Cauley Stein. He dishes it to Powell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Brunson scanning the floor. And it's Denver with the rebound. Powell with the steal to the middle. Brunson, good. Brunson's got 6.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Millsap passes to Rivers. Morris against Brunson. They get a hand on it. And it's the Mavericks on the break. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now here is Morris. Lob pass to Gordon. No good that time.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Good work there as it goes. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
The kick out to Barton. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Bol. That one off the back iron and out. And here are the Mavericks now. They've got an 8-0 run. They blow the whistle just as he gets it up. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Brunson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Brunson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Knocked loose and stolen by Richardson. Now the Mavericks moving it up. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
This offense just continues to impress.
Murray outside. From down in the low post, it goes. Murray's got 6 points.
I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
Brunson kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Marjanovic. Back to Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside. Here's Brunson. And Bull pulls it down. Jokic finds Barton. Slammed home and he dropped. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks going into the break with a 10-point lead.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They didn't get more than a one-possession lead.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So out there for the Nuggets right now. Porter is out there with Bull. Then there's Murray, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Barton in at the 2 spot. Barton against Doncic. It's deflected.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And stolen by Bull. Stolen. Porzingis with the ball. Now Bull defending. Second chance shot. Marjanovic, no good.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Here's Jokic. Bucket is good. Jokic has got 6.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Doncic left side. And it's good for 2. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there. Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Here's Jokic. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for two. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid 30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Nicolo Melli comes in for Marjanovic. And it's Richardson in for J.J. Redick. Jokic with the steal. Outside Gordon. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. He has 6.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Doncic.
I think you can see the strength that Porzingis has been developing over the early part of his career. That progress is showing up on a nightly basis.
Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Richardson finds Porzingis. Back to Richardson. Trying to find Porzingis. That's it to him. He can't get that one. And Denver the other way now. On offense, here are the Nuggets. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. The Mavericks also with a sub. Marjanovic checked in for Nicolo Melli. And good that time.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Richardson the pass to Doncic. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Passes it to Marjanovic. Over Morris. A second chance effort. And Marjanovic with the layup. Marjanovic has got his second bucket.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Doncic with the steal. Richardson attacking. No good on that one. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. It's good. And it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
Gordon finds Millsap. Gordon inside. Guarded by Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The crafty veteran likes seeing Millsap be aggressive and really force the defense to get physical.
A different look for Denver. Bowl, he's checked in for Jokic. Porter comes in for Gordon. And Murray subbed in for Rivers. Pass to Cauley Stein. Back to Brunson. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Coaches call that doing your work early. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
Porter, no luck. Mavericks leading by 5. Cauley Stein goes in. He feeds it to Powell. There's the pass to Brunson. To Powell, and stolen by Bull. Here's Murray, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Mavericks on top. They lead by 5. We'll take a quick... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Josh Richardson out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5, down low. Count it.
Yeah, inside, Bolt does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Burke kicks to Cauley-Stein. And stolen by Barton. Pass to Bull. Denver passing it around. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. And it's the Mavericks on the break. He gets that one.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
Murray outside. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Burke kicks to Cauley-Stein. Back to Burke. And he lays it straight in. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Murray against Brunson. Murray, the pass to Bull. Back to Murray. Mavericks with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And that one's good. Burke.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Murray kicks the Bull. Porter against Hardaway. Here's Barton. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Brunson the pass to Cauley-Stein. 4-on-3 break, and so they foul intentionally. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Pass to Dozier. Back to Murray. Out left to the wing. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Barton against Doncic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Murray against Doncic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. Porter's checked in. Here's Murray on the inbound. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
And so Murray nails both of them.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Yes, that goes in. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
You've got to remember that Luka Doncic is so much more than a shooter. He's got every shot in his arsenal, even amongst the trees in there.
Doncic against Murray. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Finney-Smith's got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? For Dallas, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth. Going 6 for 7. Richardson, no luck. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Nice D from Porzingis. And so here is Dallas. 6-point lead. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And Jokic throws it down.
And this is why Jokic is an all-star, all-NBA caliber talent, because of his ability to dominate in an effortless fashion.
The three for Doncic. Porter pulls it in. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Murray with the ball. Count it.
Can't allow Murray to beat you to the rack. He really turns on the Jets in the open floor.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
So a close game sees Dallas taking this. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to... You're looking live and down at... Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got Murray. Jokic is out there at Bowl. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Porter at small forward. And for Los Angeles, Ivica Zubac is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's George in at the shooting guard. Now here's Beverley. Leonard on the wing, guarded by Porter. Shot clock at 5, and the shot is good.
Well, being aggressive in the painted area, you love the attacking element that Kawhi Leonard brings to the game.
Now Murray. Jokic on the follow.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Passes to Zubac. Kicks to George. Zubac trying to break loose. And George with the stuff.
Well, defender just a little too late in reacting. Gets a piece of Paul George, but a piece, that's not enough.
And the Croatian big man, Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zupac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center.
Here's Barton. That shot missing. George with the defensive effort. Here's the Clippers. 17-foot shot on the way. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
Well, the defender leaning just a little. Kawhi recognizes it, pulls up for the easy one.
And it's Murray penetrating. And that one drops for him.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Beverley against Murray. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And that one's good by Porter.
And I like that from Murray. Not an extra dribble. Get the ball to the open teammate right away.
Beverley looking around. Here's Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Well, we've seen it. We've seen Kawhi Leonard mature and improve right before our very eyes. But one area where he was already pretty good was coming in at the free throw line.
And the Clippers making a change here. Patterson's checked in. Outside for Millsap. Here's Dozier. Excellent D there from George.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Yeah, you like when Jokic is this active on the defensive end. More blocks, please.
Morris kicks to Dozier. Back to Morris. Patterson against Millsap. Pass to Morris. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Morris. Jokic has got his second basket.
Jokic did a nice job positioning himself down in the paint. Usually he's at the top of the key, but this time knew where he wanted to get the ball. Shot it on the inside and scored.
Now here's Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. Now here is George. D right on him. That one doesn't go. And Morris has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Back to Jokic. And stolen by Patterson. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Fades away. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Paul George in the mid-range area, just dominating that possession.
Gordon dishes to Morris. Gordon against Leonard, and the basket by Gordon.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and had... And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Paul Millsap. Bill Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Gordon in at the 3 slot.
Oh, man, when he's attacking, Cousins is a locomotive that cannot be stopped. I love how he got all the way in there for the jam.
And here is Murray. Down low. The pass to Millsap. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Bol, he's checked in for Denver. Porter comes in for Aaron Gordon. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Rebounded by McGee.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Outside, Porter. He kicks it to Barton. Oh, Porter in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
The shot's good from Kennard.
And how about the confidence to pull up from out there, and what skill to knock it down?
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite too, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Now, here's Kennard. Back to Jackson. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Clippers lead by 3.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
Morris passes to McGee. Out to Morris. Here's Dozier. There's the dish to McGee. Feeds it to Millsap. 3 seconds left. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of this.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Patterson, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Launches a 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
I feel like Patrick Beverley has incredible awareness for every second that he plays on the floor. Spots the wide open man, gets it to him.
There's Gordon with the 3. That one misses. The Clippers go the other way with it. In the corner, it's Morris. Fires the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Inside. Passes it to Morris. Shot clock at 6. From downtown. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 4. To the paint. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Well, some agility shown by DeMarcus Cousins. Even at that size, can still get on up.
Morris kicks to Gordon. Out to the right wing. Here's Dozier. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And he jams it with authority.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Zubac finds Kennard. Morris with the ball. Fires for 3. The shot's good from Kennard. Kennard's got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Morris looking over the floor. It's stolen by Morris. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Beverley for 3. Here's Zubac. That one goes in. And now it's an 8-point Clipper lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Morris, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Count that one. Morris has got his first 2 points.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
And so it's Los Angeles. Go. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Best. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 8. And that's...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Zubats in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Count it. Good. 6 points for Jokic. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Murray outside. The kick out to Barton. Down low. Here's Jokic. And the layup falls. Jokic has got 8 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And it's sent back by Jokic. It's Barton with the drive and a lot of contact. And it looks like, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
Elbow. 2.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Patrick Beverley, he's checked in for the Clippers.
I think Will Barton has figured out that scoring from the free throw line can be a good thing.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Beverley, the pass to Leonard. Clock at 6. Murray against Beverley. Count the basket. And the Clippers lead by 8.
He's attacking right now. Patrick Beverley just getting fired up, and his team is doing the same.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. Murray outside. Lays it up and banks it in.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Clippers leading by 6. Pass to Zubats. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. The pass to Leonard. High post, Zubats. Just 3 to shoot. And it's Kawhi Leonard with the 3. Leonard's got 11 points.
Well, stretching the floor, Kawhi Leonard out at that distance, you're just so fearful of him driving by, and he knocks one down with confidence.
Murray against Beverley. Murray, good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Porter against Leonard. Kicks to George. Back to Leonard. So the wing on the left. Jokic with the steal. One-on-one fast break. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And Denver with a change here, too. Monte Morris is checked in for Jamal Murray. The kick out to Porter. Bull with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Barton. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Jackson dishes to Cousins. It's deflected.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Morris. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as much as 10. Now, Kennard. He's got 8. Patterson finds Jackson to the inside. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Tries from 16. They get the rebound. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Well, he's got quickness and he's got that frame where he's going to lean on you with that body and find a way to get an angle to score.
On the wing, Morris. Back to Barton. To the middle. And it's blocked.
You need more of this from Patterson. Such a big frame inside. I like to see it when he swats away.
And then Cousins with the dunk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Bull, and the layup's good off the glass. Bull's got his first basket.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. We've got more in store for you right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So out there for the Nuggets right now. Porter is out there with Bull. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Barton in at the 2 spot.
Well, you see the improvement in terms of high-level playmaking, a great understanding of all the offensive scheme that Kawhi Leonard possesses.
Morris outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Outside, George. Pass to Zubac. Back to George. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Murray's checked in for Denver. The Nuggets trail by 9. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. He kicks it to Bull. Over Ibaka. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, Bull with the unique combination of height and skill. That's a challenge for any defender.
DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Los Angeles. Clippers leading by 7. And here's Beverly. He dishes it to George. Passes it to Leonard. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. And stolen by Cousins. And now the Clippers on the break. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Cousins continuing to improve on his defensive awareness and staying active after he clawed away that steal.
Here's Murray up on top. Defended by Beverly. Murray the pass to Porter. Murray surveying the D. 4 on the shot clock. The shot no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And Ibaka kicks to Beverly. Drills it from outside. Beverly's got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers.
Beverly plays with such great confidence, and it's clear he believes in his ability to score off the pass.
Fires from 18. And again, Denver no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. And the Clippers lead by 14.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Offensive rebound. Ibaka. Outside Leonard. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot. Leonard's got 7 points for the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Here's Murray. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
That's a tricky little move there as Murray found a little bit of space and then got that floater off.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Clippers.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kawhi Leonard.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Ibaka right side.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Beverly dishes to Leonard. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. From outside the arc. And it's Jokic with the rebound. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. To you today from Portland, Oregon, on the banks of the beautiful Willamette River. Hi, and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports Canton. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Murray out there with Will Barton. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Bull. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Portland, we've got Damian Lillard. Nurkic is out there with Giles. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Simons in at the 2. Now here's Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bull. Jokic trying to free himself up. Great D that time from Nurkic. Lillard against Murray. Up top, Covington. Nurkic kicks to Covington. Back to Nurkic. Puts the move on. He lays it in. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
Here's Giles, following the score by Jamal Murray. Now here's Lillard. There's the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And so here's Portland. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Here's Nurkic. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Now Murray. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Here's Simons, down low. Takes it out to Covington. Barton trying to get open. Covington's shot is off. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 1.
And the quick feet of Murray really doing an extraordinary job getting out in transition.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
I'll tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Now Porter, after Robert Covington missed from long range. And Jokic slams it in.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Lillard, bounce pass. Nurkic, the pass to Lillard. And it's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Collins comes in for Harry Giles. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons. The Nuggets leading by 3. 1:19 left in the first quarter of the game. And stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself.
Boy, you have to respect the quickness of Lillard now because he's excellent at using his hands to complement those quick feet to come up with steals.
Near the three-point line, it's Morris. Doesn't go for him. Now Portland takes it the other way. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up over Morris. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Here's Dozier. 41 seconds left here in the first quarter. And no good. Anthony with the defensive effort. For Portland, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's McCollum. Cantor kicks to McCollum. Shot clock at 6. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
Passes it to Millsap. On the wing, Gordon. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Trailblazers lead. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Collins, and it's Simons in at the point. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Nuggets trail.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Porter's checked in for the Nuggets. Martin comes in for Morris. Simons, the pass to Kanter. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Giles comes in for Anthony. Robert Covington's checked in for Zach Collins. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Powell. And a switcher also for Denver. Bol, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Jokic inside, working on Norkic, and there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Trailblazers leading by 3. Lillard scanning the floor. And a miss there on the triple. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And Porter, here we go. Outside for Murray. And there's the pass to Jokic. Over Giles. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Jokic has a nice shot fake and did a good job that time getting the defenders up in the air and drawing the foul.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Lillard outside. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. Murray with the defensive effort.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Banked in off the glass. Murray's got 8.
Nice to see Murray take it strong to the rack. Pretty good finisher he is inside.
Covington passes to Simons. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Giles. Collins checked in for Robert Covington. And Norman Powell subbed in for Damian Lillard. Simons. And stolen by Bull. The drive by Jokic. Bull kicks to Porter. Pass to Murray. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Jokic. A beautiful reverse layup. Jokic has got the lead up to 3 now for the Nuggets.
How about that persistence there? Jokic refusing to give up on the glass.
Here's Simons. Martin defending.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Off target from the baseline. Shot by Collins, no good. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Here's Simons. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first half. Shakes him. And Kanter with the lay-in. Good.
And the coaching staff doesn't have any issue putting the ball in Kanter's hands inside. And why not? That part of his game is very refined.
Murray outside. Jokic inside. He's covered by Kanter. Jokic, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Count that bucket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Murray with it. And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, have to enjoy, guys, seeing Murray jam it down like that. I mean, his vertical is pretty impressive.
And that one released in time, but no good. And that's it for the... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to a pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening period was 3 points. And by just a fraction... And that'll about...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Denver, they've got JaVale McGee. Gordon out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the 2-guard spot. Morris looking over the floor. Just 5 on the clock. That one drops for him. Morris has got it all tied up now for the Nuggets. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. And Giles now top of the key. Back to Lillard over Morris. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Lillard's got 12.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
And Morris throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Kicks it to Nurkic. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Nurkic with the steal. Lays it up off the glass. 6 points for him.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Lob pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivals. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Jokic. He's got 10. Morris outside. Here's Millsap. He's off on that one. Anthony with the defensive effort. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Simons the pass to Canada. And Canada throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Jokic passes to Gordon. 6 to shoot. And he uses the glass on the layup. Gordon's got his second basket of the game.
And Gordon is a guy who's used to being bodied. I mean, he just kind of plays through it, shrugging off the contact and ignoring it, really.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. He didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
Simons surveying the D. Powell the pass to Collins. Here's Anthony, and he banks in the layup. Anthony's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
He kicks to Cantor, out to the right wing. Simons the pass to Cantor. Gordon with it. Working on Collins. Count that one.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Morris outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Enes Kanter.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
It'll count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Trailblazers lead by 2. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. We've got C.J. McCollum, Anthony out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Simons in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. McCollum against Barton. Now here's McCollum. He's tightly guarded. Makes it off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 2. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. At the elbow, Jokic. Stolen away.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
Good on the bucket. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Portland.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
Here's Murray. Feeds it to Bull. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
Pass to Carmelo. Dishes to McCollum. And it's good off the back rim and in. McCollum's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, the first half was one to deep 6 or forget. But in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
Murray dishes to Porter. And the pass to Jokic. Ball kicks to Murray. 4 on the clock. He feeds it to Porter. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Giles comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. Pass to Cantor. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. It counts, and the foul. It's on Damian Lillard.
Jokic showing you the benefits of that work in the weight room, muscling right through the defender.
Free throw, no good for Jokic. Murray against Lillard. Outside Covington. And a wide open look for McCollum. Sinks the triple. McCollum's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Murray, good.
Jamal Murray proving he's not afraid of the big moment. Big time shot there.
Lillard, the pass to Cantor. Back to Lillard. And the shot is long.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Bull can't hit.
And here we go, guys. This possession could make or break them right here.
And here's McCollum for three. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Murray, good.
And with Murray, you have an all-around scorer. Somebody who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the floor, off the catch or dribble.
Lillard outside. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
And here is Murray.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And it's McCollum in the corner. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And it's a 6-point Portland lead.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
Boy, he is an all-star level talent for sure. Jokic, a safe bet in the clutch.
Pass to Canner. There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's McCollum. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Tries it from 9. It drops. And now they trail by just 4.
Hey, you can't just have skill and confidence to make big shots. You got to have a big ticker, too.
Lillard outside. From deep three-point range. No good that time. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They did. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. A stunning view of the moon. And as they...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Porter is out there at Bowl. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Barton in at the 2-guard. And for Dallas, we've got Luka Doncic. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Doncic. Back to Marjanovic. And a missed layup.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And it's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Jokic with the steal. Murray the pass to Porter. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement. And you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Now, here's Doncic. Out to Porzingis. Doncic feeling it out. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Murray against Doncic. Barton dishes to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jokic. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Now, here's Doncic. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Jokic inside. Marjanovic on him. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Mavericks ball. Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Doncic outside. In the corner, it's Richardson. Poked loose. Barton outside. And there's another turnover by the Nuggets. Mavericks making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. Here's Brunson. He kicks it to Richardson. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Inside. Back to Porzingis. Dallas moving it around. Clock at 4. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Nelly is checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Brunson, good.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Mavericks making a switch here. Powell's checked in. The Nuggets also changing it up. JaVale McGee comes in for Jokic. And Gordon subbed in for Murray.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Morris against Brunson. And McGee kicks to Dozier. Gordon against Richardson. In the corner, it's Morris. Here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Mavericks leading by 4. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Hardaway. Kicks to Powell. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Now, here is Morris. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Kicks it out to Richardson. Trey. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Morris passes to McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Richardson right side. Now the pass to Brunson. Powell down low. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Mavericks.
Show up.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
They've got Trey Burke. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Powell in at the 5, patrolling the paint. It's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain the ball.
Passes to Morris. McGee in the corner. The feed to Gordon. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, that's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
One of your keys defensively is do your work early and push him out of his comfort zone.
Now here's Powell. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Plenty of space. Good on the jump shot. Hardaway has got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And, Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
Mavericks leading by 8. Pass to Brunson. Powell in the high post. From past the arc. Paul Millsap with the rebound. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Here's Dozier, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Back to Brunson, stolen by McGee. Here's the break. Here's Gordon. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Burke looking over the floor. Shoots from 8. And that's good off the glass that time. The Nuggets trail by 6. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And it's Murray with the jam. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call Right, and I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Josh Richardson's checked in for Dallas. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
There's a burst that allows Luka Doncic to be effective on his drives. You're not going to catch him standing around. This guy is in attack mode.
Now here's Murray. He kicks the ball. Pass to Jokic. Here's the floater. And the dunk by Ball.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Some nice passing here by Dallas. There's the pass to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Over to the wing. Marjanovic kicks to Finney Smith. And here's Doncic from the arc. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Murray right side. That three off the mark. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Off target with his three. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K. Right out of the gates, it was Dallas setting the tone. They were able to stretch out their lead to 8 points on the heels of a few.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look that he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
So on the floor for Denver, they've got Michael Porter. Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then there's Bull. And it's Jokic in at the center, filling out the middle. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley Stein.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And that one's good by Porter.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Doncic. Connects in the foul line jumper. Doncic has got 8 points.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
Jokic against Marjanovic. Yep, it counts. Jokic has got the game tied up here for Denver.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Over Bull. Here's Marjanovic. Count the basket and the foul. That one on Porter.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
A different look for Denver. Paul Millsap is checked in for Bull. Aaron Gordon comes in for Michael Porter. And Morris subbed in for Will Barton. Now, here is Morris. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Murray. The layup off target.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And it's in there. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
Well, that's a good, strong finish. Porzingis not shying away from getting after it.
Millsap inside. He's against Porzingis.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Doncic outside. Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. Outside, Porzingis fires the 3. No good. And Denver the other way now. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Murray finds Millsap. Now Jokic floats one up. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Free throw, good. Jokic. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. And it's the Nuggets with the ball, following the score by Dallas. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nuggets. Gordon comes in from early. And it's good. 2 points. Brunson's got 9 points. And Morris has got the ball here for Denver. 4-point game. He dishes it to Millsap. Stolen by Brunson. And here they come. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Yeah, that's a tough ball for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Here's Morris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. It's over Brunson. Not enough on that one as it misses. There's 53 seconds left in the third. Burke. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. One-on-one fast break. That shot no good. Brunson scanning the floor. Drains it from beyond the arc. Brunson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Denver shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Powell. Nicolo Melli comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Burke. Now here's Brunson. He's got 12. 11 seconds left in the third. 5 to shoot. Puts it up. The shot that time not on target.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And we've reached. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Dallas, Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And there's Porzingis, and it's Melli in at the force. Jokic with the bucket.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Now Doncic.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Barton passes to Porter. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Doncic against Barton. Doubled by Murray. Melli passes to Doncic. Over Bull. Dallas no good that time either.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Jokic. The Mavericks have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Doncic outside, looking to get back on track here. That's tipped.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
We love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
Outside, Porzingis. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Barton.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Jokic finds Barton. Back to Jokic to take the lead, and that's 2 points on the layup. Jokic has got 11 in the second half.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
The drive by Doncic. Here's Marjanovic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Marjanovic has got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Denver.
Murray surveying the D, and it's Murray with the jam.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team.
Now, here's Doncic to the inside. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jokic.
There's so much to like about Luka Doncic, but perhaps the best thing is he can contribute in every aspect of the game. Scoring, rebounding, passing, you name it.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the Mavericks. Now here's Murray. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth.
And the amazing athleticism of Murray just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
Barton against Doncic. And the layup is good.
Doncic has been in this position many times. He makes it look easy.
Right side quarter. 1:10 left in the game. And the dunk by Bull.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bull there with a big basket.
Doncic with it. It counts. And That shot brings them to within just one.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
It's in.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Now, here's Doncic. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Here is Porter. The kick out to Barton. Passes it to Jokic. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Porzingis. To take the lead. It's in!
And that was so clutch. I mean, they're in front by the slimmest of margins, in need of a stop right here.
Murray outside. Here's Porter. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.